Hello, everyone. You're probably wondering, wow, this doesn't sound like Ellie. That's because it's not. It's me, Coots, her editor. And basically, being locked in the basement, Allie wanted me to perform an episode for you due to her not feeling well. And if I succeed at it, she'll give me Skittles. So without further ado, we're going to start the story Hell in Cell 17. The summer sun was rising as we boarded the train into Pittston to Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. Our excitement palpable as we chugged towards the town's most infamous landmark, the old jail. The dark history the place drew us in, a grim curiosity about the fates of 7 Irish coal miners. One of them, before his execution, had left his handprint on the wall of cell 17, vowing it would remain as proof of his innocence. The train ride was scenic, but under an undercurrent of unease grew stronger as we approached the destination. Stepping up the train, we were met with an imposing facade of the old jail, its stone walls standing resolute against the encroaching darkness. Our tour began in the depths of the jail, in the solitary confinement cells. Dim red emergency lights cast an eerie shadows all across the cold, damp wall. The tour guide's voice echoed as he recounted the tale of isolation and despair. My cousins and I were intrigued, hanging on to every word as he spoke of the torturous conditions the prisoners endured. Giving the chance to explore, we wandered into the cell teeming with large spiders, their legs scraping against the stone like whispered secrets. "Mike, do you see this?" I asked, my voice barely steady. "Yeah," he replied, his face pale in the dim light. We moved to another room, the so-called VIP room. Chains hung from the wall, their rusted links swaying slightly as if moved by unseen hands. A palpable sense of dread filled the air, wrapped around us like a cold embrace. The rest of the group began to move on, but insatiable curiosity kept us behind. Venturing into a back room cluttered with old piping and furnaces, I raised my camera to take a photo. The screen glitched, displaying only static. Confused, I turned on my flashlight and tried again. The image was clear, but an inexplicable chill ran down my spine. We hurried to catch up with the group, who were now gathered in the central room upstairs. This room was lined with 26 cells, and at the front stood a hanging platform, a grim reminder of what executions that had taken place. The tour guide continued his narration, but my mind was elsewhere, haunted by the images of solitary confinement and unnerving experiences in the back room. As the tour concluded, I found myself drawn to cell 17. The handprint, faint but unmistakable, seemed to glow in the dim light. My cousins and I exchanged uneasy glances, a shared understanding passing between us. Jail's dark history was not just a series of tragic events. It was a living, breathing entity. Its presence felt in every shadow corner and echoing corridor. Leaving the old jail, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. That was the restless spirits of the past still roaming its halls. The train ride back to our starting point was silent, each of us lost in our own thoughts, haunted by what we had experienced. Jim Thorpe's old jail is a place where history and horror intertwine, where the echoes of the past lingered just beyond the edge of perception. Some things, it seems, are truly never locked behind closed doors. If you ever visit, tread carefully. You might find more than just history waiting for you in the shadows. And in typical Alley fashion, I'd like to say thank you for listening. Thank you for our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Patreon supporters, because let me tell you, without you, Allie could not buy the Skittles to keep me satiated. It's one of the most important things is being able to eat those Skittles. The biggest one goes to Lex Pralius, because my dude, you keeping me alive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Share everything with everybody else. Do cool stuff. I'm bad at this. This is why I'm the editor, not the YouTuber. But other than that, see you next time. Tschüss.